Hello everyone, welcome back to Flux English.
Hi everyone, it's great to have you with us today.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Henry.
Here on Flux English, we help you practice everyday English in a simple and natural way.
We talk about real-life topics and the English people really use.
Before we start, just a quick reminder.
If you enjoy learning with us, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel.
You can also share it with a friend who's learning English too.
Your support helps us a lot.
So Henry, did you come here the usual way today?
Actually, no. Today was a little different.
Oh really? What happened?
The bus was late this morning, so I had to change my plan.
That already sounds stressful.
A little, yes. I checked the time, looked at the bus stop, and thought, okay, I need another way.
So what did you do?
I walked part of the way and then took the subway.
That's a good solution.
Yes, you worked, but it reminded me how much transportation affects our day.
That's true. One late bus can change everything.
Exactly. Your mood, your schedule, even how your day starts.
And that's actually a perfect way to start today's topic.
Yes, today we're talking about transportation.
How we get to work or school.
How we move around the city.
And how different ways of traveling can feel very different.
We'll practice useful words and phrases you can use in daily life.
So just relax, listen, and learn with us. Let's start with a simple question.
Okay.
How do you usually get to work?
Most days I take the bus.
So you said you usually take the bus. Is that something you chose on purpose, or did it just happen that way?
Honestly, it started as just for now. But over time, it became my normal routine. The bus stop is close to my apartment, and I don't have to think too much in the morning.
That's interesting. Sometimes the easiest choice becomes the permanent one.
Exactly. In the morning, I don't want to make many decisions. I just want to get on something and arrive where I need to be.
How long does your commute usually take?
On a normal day, about 40 minutes. It's not short, but it's predictable.
Predictable is important.
Yes. If I drive, it can be faster, but it can also be much slower.
Because of traffic?
Exactly. Traffic makes everything uncertain.
I feel the same way about driving. Some days it feels smooth, and other days it feels endless.
That's why I like public transportation. I give up control, but I also give up stress.
That's a good way to put it. When you're on the bus, you don't have to focus on the road.
Yes, I can listen to music or just look outside. Do you usually do the same thing every morning?
Most days, yes. I put on my headphones and try to wake up slowly.
That sounds nice. On good days, I get a seat and the ride feels calm.
And on bad days?
On bad days, the bus is crowded and everyone looks tired.
Crowded transportation really changes the mood.
It does. When it's crowded, you feel rushed, even if you're on time.
I notice that too. When my commute is stressful, the whole morning feels heavy.
Yes, it's like the day already started badly before work even begins.
Do you ever think about changing how you commute?
Sometimes, I think about taking the train instead.
What stops you?
The train is faster, but the station is farther away, so in the end, it doesn't save much time.
So the bus still makes more sense.
Yes, it's not perfect, but it fits my life right now.
I like that idea. Transportation doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work.
Exactly. And I think many people feel the same way.
They choose what's practical, not what looks best.
Right. Your commute is not about showing something, it's about getting through the day.
And doing it in a way that doesn't take all your energy.
That's why transportation matters more than we think.
It's a small part of the day, but it affects the whole day.
And everyone has a different experience.
Different routes, different times, different feelings.
Which makes this topic very personal.
Exactly. In the next part, let's talk about other ways people move around.
Like walking, cycling, and short trips in the city.
And how those choices change the experience.
Let's do that.
So, we've talked about daily commutes, buses, cars, trains, the ways people travel longer distances every day.
Yes, but not every trip is a commute.
Many trips in our daily life are actually short.
Going to the supermarket, going to a cafe, meeting a friend nearby.
And for these short trips, people often choose very different ways to move.
Some people still take the bus or the car.
Others prefer to walk.
Walking is probably the most simple form of transportation.
Yes, no ticket, no traffic.
When I walk somewhere close, I feel less rushed.
You don't need to worry about schedules.
Exactly. If I'm a few minutes late, it doesn't feel stressful.
Walking gives you a bit more freedom.
I also notice more things when I walk.
Like what?
The streets, the shops, the people around me.
That's true. When you're in a car or on a bus, you often miss those details.
You're just trying to get there.
What about cycling?
Cycling is interesting. It's faster than walking, but you're still very present.
You have to pay attention.
Yes, to the road, to traffic, to other people.
Some people love that feeling.
Others find it stressful, especially in busy cities.
I think that's an important point. The same way of transportation can feel very different to different people.
There's no single best choice.
It really depends on the situation.
The distance, the weather, and how much energy you have.
For example, on a nice day, walking can feel great.
But on a cold or rainy day, not so much.
Sometimes people choose a car even for a short trip.
Yes, especially when they're tired or carrying heavy bags.
So transportation isn't only about logic,
It's also about comfort.
and about how you want to feel before you arrive somewhere.
Calm, focused, or just not exhausted.
Short trips may seem small, but they happen many times a day.
And those small choices add up,
They shape how our day feels.
even before work or after work.
In the next part, we'll slow down a little and look at the language we use to talk about these experiences.
Simple words and sentences you can use to describe how you move around every day.
Let's continue. So, we've talked about daily commutes and short trips around the city.
Yes, and there are many different ways people move around.
Let's start with walking.
Walking is very common, especially when the place is close.
For example, you can say, I walk to the supermarket.
Or, I walk to the cafe near my house.
These are very natural sentences.
Yes, people use them every day.
Now, if the distance is a little longer, many people choose to ride a bicycle.
Cycling is faster than walking and still very flexible.
You can say, I ride my bike to work.
Or, I go by bike.
Both sentences are correct.
Yes, very simple and natural.
Some people also use electric bikes.
Electric bikes are very popular now, especially in cities.
You can say, I use an electric bike.
Or, I go to work by e-bike.
That's very common these days.
Yes, it helps people go farther without getting too tired,
For short trips, some people still take the bus.
especially when they are tired or carrying heavy bags.
For example, I take the bus to the supermarket.
Or, I take the bus because it's raining.
That's a very real reason.
Yes, weather often changes our choice.
What about cars?
Some people drive, even for short trips.
You can say, I drive to the shop.
Or, I go by car when I'm in a hurry.
Cars are convenient, but sometimes parking is difficult.
Yes, that's a big problem in many cities,
Some people also use taxis or ride-sharing apps.
especially late at night or when public transportation is not easy.
For example, I take a taxi home.
Or, I use a ride-sharing app.
Those options are usually more expensive.
But they can be very convenient.
In some cities, people also use the subway or metro.
Yes, the subway is fast and doesn't depend on traffic.
You can say, I take the subway to work.
Or, I go by metro.
Again, very common sentences.
Very useful too.
So when we talk about short trips, we often talk about distance.
And also comfort, weather, and time.
For example, it's close, so I walk.
Or, it's far, so I take the bus.
You can also say, I don't walk because it's raining.
Or, I ride my bike when the weather is nice.
Simple sentences like these are enough for daily conversations.
You don't need long explanations,
Transportation choices change every day.
depending on the situation,
And that's why this topic is so useful for learning English.
because everyone has something to say.
In the next part, we'll talk about problems with transportation
When buses are late, trains are crowded, or plans change.
and what people usually say in those situations.
Let's continue.
Up to now, we've talked about many ways people move around and how transportation fits into our daily routines.
Yes, but daily transportation is not only about choosing a bus or a train, it's also about dealing with problems that happen again and again.
One of the most common problems is being late, and it usually starts in a very ordinary moment.
You arrive at the bus stop on time, you feel calm, and you think everything is fine.
You check the schedule, you see the time, and you wait.
At first, waiting feels normal. You don't worry yet.
But after a few minutes, you start to notice the silence.
You look down the road, hoping to see the bus.
You check your phone again, not because you need to, but because you feel unsure.
That's when the feeling slowly changes.
You start thinking about where you need to be and what will happen if you arrive late.
Your mind moves faster than the bus.
Sometimes the bus finally comes, already full of people.
You get on and you feel relieved, but also tired.
Other times the bus doesn't come at all, and that's when frustration really begins.
You start asking yourself difficult questions.
Should I keep waiting?
Should I walk part of the way?
Should I take a taxi even though it's expensive?
In that moment, every option feels imperfect.
Train delays create a very similar feeling.
Yes, especially at busy stations.
You arrive, you look at the board, and you see one small word.
Delayed.
At first, the delay looks short, and you tell yourself it's not a big problem.
But then the number changes.
5 minutes becomes 10.
10 becomes 20.
Each update feels heavier than the last.
And the waiting feels longer than it really is.
You begin to notice the people around you.
Some are calm and quiet.
Others look clearly annoyed.
They sigh, they shake their heads, they check the screen again and again.
Crowded transportation adds another layer of difficulty.
Yes, especially during rush hour.
The bus or train is full, there are no seats, and there is very little space to move.
You stand close to strangers, sometimes closer than you would like.
In crowded spaces, small things become big problems.
Someone pushes by accident.
Someone blocks the door with a bag.
Someone speaks loudly on the phone.
Even if no one says anything, the tension is there.
You can feel it in the air.
Driving has its own kind of stress.
Yes, especially when traffic is heavy.
You sit in your car, the engine is running, but you're not moving.
The traffic light turns green, but the cars stay still.
You move forward slowly, stop again, and wait.
Time feels wasted in these moments.
Weather can make everything harder.
Rain slows traffic and makes walking uncomfortable.
Snow can cause delays and cancellations.
Strong wind can make cycling unsafe.
Because of weather, people often need to change plans at the last minute.
They leave earlier or they choose a different route.
So, how do people usually deal with all these problems?
Most people slowly develop habits.
Some people always leave home earlier than necessary.
Some check apps and schedules before leaving.
Many people try to make waiting time feel useful.
Some listen to music, podcasts, or audiobooks.
Some people read or send messages.
Others simply look out the window and wait.
Over time, these small behaviors become routine.
Waiting becomes normal, even if we don't enjoy it.
Transportation problems remind us that daily life is not always predictable.
Things don't always go according to plan.
And yet, we keep moving.
We adjust, we adapt, and we continue.
That's why transportation is such a common topic in conversation.
When someone says, "My train was late today," everyone understands.
No explanation is needed.
Because we've all experienced it in one way or another.
These moments may seem small.
But they quietly shape our days.
They affect our mood, our energy, and how patient we feel.
And that's why transportation matters more than we often realize.
So today, we talked about transportation in many different ways.
Yes, from daily commutes to short trips, and from smooth journeys to difficult moments.
We talked about walking, cycling, buses, trains, and cars.
And we also talked about delays, crowded spaces, and waiting.
These experiences may seem very ordinary.
But they are part of almost everyone's daily life.
No matter where you live,
You probably deal with transportation every single day.
That's why this topic is so useful for practicing English.
Because you already know the experience.
You don't need big or special stories.
Your daily routine is enough.
Now, we'd love to hear from you.
How do you usually get to work or school?
Do you walk?
Do you take the bus or the train?
Is your commute short or long?
Is it usually calm or often stressful?
You can share your answer in the comments.
You don't need perfect English.
1 or 2 simple sentences are great.
Just try.
And if you see someone else comment,
You can reply and encourage them.
you can say something simple like,
You can do it.
learning English takes time,
And everyone is learning at a different speed.
but practicing a little every day makes a big difference.
And you are already doing that by listening.
If you enjoyed this episode,
Please like it and subscribe to Flux English.
you can also share this podcast with a friend who is learning English.
Learning together is always easier.
Thank you for spending your time with us today.
We're really happy you're here.
We'll see you again in the next episode.
Until then, keep practicing and keep going.
You can do it.
Bye for now.